Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Hey everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It's called Unlocking Hidden Talents. It's going to be an employment forum that's going to be held April 18th out at Fletcher Community College, the one off of 311 in Schriever. It's from 8 a.m. till noon, and it's a real good forum about how we can readmit or get people to come from the Department of Corrections and get back into society, working and life after being in prison or in jail. Here to talk more about it, Sherry Whitmore is a community coordinator for ReEntry Terrebonne and Lafourche. She's also the LRS with Goodwill Industries. So, Sherry, thanks so much for being here. Hester Serrano is the ReEntry program manager, and she's with probation and parole with the state. And Caitlin Agan is with the human resources with Ballinger Shipyard. I guess out of Lockport.
Yes.
Or,
Yes.
you guys are all over the place now.
Yes, we are.
So Sherry, tell me a little bit about this program. And it starts with a forum, and that's what we're talking about, the forum on the 18th. That's going to be at Fletcher. It's a good way, but this is a more important thing of how we can reentry guys that might have been in jail, guys and girls, to get them back into working, right? That's what this program's all about.
Yes, and even if you haven't directly came right out of incarceration, if you have been out of incarceration, you have something in your background that hinders you from seeking a different type of employment. This employer forum that we're calling Unlocking Hidden Talents is to work with employers so they can learn more about how hiring our population benefits not only our population but the company as well. And so we want it to be a collaboration between the employer, what they can learn at the event, as well as for the reentry population that it serves.
Yeah. So what's some of the things you're going to talk about at the forum?
So some of the things that we'll be doing at the forum will be it will be moderated by Right on Crime by Scott Payton, as well as we'll be setting up the day where employers can learn on that day how you can become an employer for our transitional work programs in Terrebonne and Lafourche. The benefits of hiring our reentry population, such as tax credits and fidelity bonding. You'll learn more from that from the state representative from Louisiana Workforce Commission, as well as like on-the-job training and work programs as well that LWC offers, as well as volunteers will highlight the success stories as a company that hires persons with a background, so that employers who may be hesitant to hire someone with a background can see that another employer does it, as well as we'll have a success story from someone who's actually is a reentry person who wants to share their story about how being employed changed the trajectory of their life.
Right. A very important program. And when you move to the DOC, Department of Corrections, probation and parole, this is a big part of what you're doing, right, Hester, is to make sure these guys don't, I'd say almost half the people have a recidivism rate back in jail. So we want to get them that number much higher to where they getting back to work and they have a life after these prison.
Well, we want to ensure they have the opportunities to be successful. And one of the ways to do this is to make sure that the communities and our employers within the communities understand the benefits of hiring this population, and not just the things that Sherry just talked about with the monetary donations and the community, monetary benefits, but also the benefits to the individual as well and their families, and making sure that they do have what they need to be successful, because they're coming back to our communities one way or the other.
Right.
So if we can ensure that they have the opportunity to be successful, it benefits everyone as a whole. It's from, tax burdens to taxpayers.
Right.
And supporting the community themselves once they're able to get on their feet.
Sure. And most of these guys, I guess, if you have a choice, would rather take the better way, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They want to be just like you or I, working, supporting their families, having those positive and pro-social interactions. They want that. They want that. Absolutely. And these forums also, on the other side of the coin, make us aware of what the employers need. right? Because we are providing trainings within the facilities, whether it's our regional reentry center or our DOC facilities. And then we're also giving the opportunities to those, like Sherry has mentioned, in our transitional work programs in Terrebonne and Lafourche. If we don't know what the employers need, then we don't know how to properly train those that are incarcerated, or how to make sure that our channels through transitional work have that opportunity to utilize those individuals. So there's a lot going on. We're very excited about it.
Yeah, the forum's on the 18th, but you said also Terrebonne will have something on the 23rd and Lafourche on the 25th.
Yes.
So tell me about those programs as well.
Ms. Sherry?
The
job fairs?
The job fair.
So we do have those two job fairs, the one that's in Terrebonne, the one that's in Lafourche Parish. The one that's at Terrebonne is at the Houma Municipal, and the other one is going to be at
the Harangue
the Harangue Auditorium. Yes. And so we will have those events those 2 days. Bollinger is reentry friendly. We are going to be at both of those shipyards. Can, anybody who comes, whether it's reentry, public, et cetera, we have a job for you. I can assure that.
Caitlin, this would be the perfect scenario, right? Because it's hard to find labor.
It is
I
very.
think everybody in our industry now knows that it's hard to find labor.
Yes.
And this would be perfect to have an access to these types of labor.
Absolutely. And like Ms. Sherry said, it's untapped talent that a lot of people don't see an opportunity in, and there very much is. Yes.
Yeah. So how's it going, Sherry, with that? I mean, the whole program in general.
So overall, our program is doing really well in the Bayou region. We have several work groups that persons work on. And so we are very excited about what the year holds. We have been doing it. I've been doing it for 3 years, 3 years now. And every year is grown. So we have employment, we have housing work groups, we have educational work groups. So we have different things. And if you want to be part of those work groups, you're more than welcome to contact me as well at Goodwill if you would like to participate and figure out and learn more about those programs.
Okay, well, sure. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for being with us. Again, that'll be on April 18th at Fletcher Community College from 8 to 12. Thanks. Thank you guys for being with us.
Thank you,
Thank
Eric.
you
Thank
very
you.
much.
All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.